This is our best friend Taco. 2020 has been quite a year, but it's been our first full year with this little cutie. We adopted him in 2019 in July, and the shelter said he was approximately 1 year old. This little bundle of energy loves to run. However, his energy level always reflects what we're doing. If we're out and about, he's out and about. If we're being lazy, so is he. Here he is, taking a nap, but his favorite place to be is under the blankets. He loves to snuggle. He thinks he's a 100-pound alpha male, but don't tell him he's only 16 pounds. The biggest question we always get asked is, what kind of dog is that? So many people ask us. Most people think that he is a puppy. Usually we get German Shepherd or Belgian Malinois, but we weren't really sure. When we adopted him, they said he was a Terrier Chihuahua mix. So we invested in an Embark DNA kit, and this is what we found out. So half of his tree is Australian cattle dog or blue heeler. The other side is miniature pinscher or min pin down one whole side, Chihuahua down another side. His great-grandparents include Russell Type Terrier and a small poodle. Who knew? So here's the breakdown of what he is. His biggest percentage is Australian cattle dog. And at the bottom, you'll see it says 20.4% super mutt. Those include trace DNA from Pekingese, Shih Tzu, Chow Chow, and Cocker Spaniel. Quite a mutt, but he's perfect. He really cracks us up. He's a funny little dog. He has lots of things that he loves to do. Sticks and branches are some of his favorite. The bigger, the better. If it doesn't give him a challenge, he wants nothing to do with it. He likes sticks that he can drag along, that he can rip off the limbs from, but this little guy doesn't give up until he's done. Now, while we were in Florida, we visited this disc golf course many a times, and he did this every single time we went to this place. He loved this grass. He would just roll around every time. We'd be dragging him along, and he just loved it. He was just scratching his back, loving life. He loves to jump and climb on everything he can. Sometimes we convince him to climb things that are much taller and higher than he would do on his own. But he has no fear. He slips on the leash a little bit here, but that doesn't stop him. He's an adventure dog. Sure loves an adventure. You can often find him balancing on his hind legs, trying to get a better vantage point of something far away. Usually it's a chipmunk or a squirrel, but he does it all the time. Now, another of his favorite activities over the last year has been whenever we're at a beach, he loves to dig a hole. This beach had a ton of little crabs that created all these little holes throughout the whole beach. We found out they were ghost crabs, and he was determined to find them. He never found one, but he sure did have fun looking. I think he can hear them. He loves to go on walks. Struts his stuff everywhere he goes. This dog will do anything for a treat. We spread out his food throughout the day and constantly are working with him. This was a new trick. We were trying to get him to spin, but he turned it into his own trick. But he does high fives. He does a creep across the rug. We call it the army crawl. So this is his favorite. He has the best balance of any dog I've ever met. He could balance for so long. We did one obedience class with him when we first got him, and he was definitely a top student. He learned so fast. You could teach him to do anything. One of our favorite things to do as a family is to go play a round of disc golf. He loves it. He gets to run around the course. Every now and again there's a course that will not allow him to play. He doesn't like that. So we usually find another course. He's even adjusting pretty well to the snow this winter. It's early, and it hasn't been that cold. But overall, he's a trooper. This is his best friend that got adopted from the same shelter the same week by one of our close friends. They've been best friends ever since. But he's made small friends, medium-sized friends, and large friends. He doesn't discriminate. Even puppy friends. When he's playing with his big friends, you would never know that he's a small dog because he can surely hold his own. Every now and again, he fights dirty. Ultimately, if he could be chased by dogs all day, I think he would. He's fast. He can outrun most dogs that he's met, and he'll tune down his speed to match the dog to make sure that they keep chasing him. He can't get enough of being chased. This past year has been amazing with this dog in our life. He has become our best friend. He is smart, he's lovable, and he's just willing to please and do whatever you want. We hope you've enjoyed getting to know more about our little 16-pound super mutt. If you'd like to find out more about him or follow along on his adventures, he's both on Facebook and Instagram under Taco the Traveling Schoolie Dog. Because if you didn't know, he lives in a schoolie bus with us, which is a converted school bus for any of you that don't know. Thanks for watching. Remember to click like and subscribe to our channel.